This is Shane Hurricane Helms, and you're watching Wrestling with Regret. And if not, what's up with that?
Tough enough.
What's your favorite match?
My favorite match was with Melina and Alicia Fox.
Mimi wannabe Gigi.
Dum 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 dum. Look, these last couple of revivals have not been very good, but the stuff that used to be on MTV wasn't bad. I mean, it was some groundbreaking stuff for its time, and they actually produced some good talent. But perhaps the show's most pivotal season is the one that killed the franchise dead for more than half a decade, the $1 Million Tough Enough. Forced to share time with SmackDown because no network would pick it up by this point, the fourth season of Tough Enough was completely flawed, not because of who was in it, but in its execution. You'll find out why in a few minutes. Let's begin with the tryouts. Thousands of hopefuls banged on the doors of Titan Towers, hoping to become WWE's next big star. Of course, most of them wouldn't make it. Ooh, just you wait till my number comes in, Brian, then boom, dick kick, boom, dick kick. It's gonna be a friggin' dick kick party, dick kick city, bitch. Please stop. Over the course of a weekend in Venice Beach in 2004, more than 200 men who made the first round of callbacks endured a gauntlet of physical and mental tests to get a shot at making the cast. That's the first curious thing about this season of Tough Enough. It was the first and only season that was all men. See, the first 3 seasons on MTV were co-ed, and the winners reflected that. Maven and Nydia won season 1, then Jackie and Linda won season 2. Which pissed a lot of fans off, not because the winners were both women, but because the women were very bad. And it was later corrected when John Morrison and Matt Capitelli won in season 3. I get why some people might be upset the season was not co-ed, but how could women be on Tough Enough when they had their own competition on Raw? Bleh. Though only 8 men would make the cut, if you looked closely you would find a couple of future WWE stars, like the future Luke Gallows and the Boogeyman. In one of the most famous audition moments in the show's history, the man then known as Marty Wright revealed that he had lied about his age on the application.
I think you're a tremendous athlete. You look great. We can't stand lying. It's one thing we don't have. You're cut.
That's right, WWE does not like liars. They do, however, like racists, addicts, wife beaters, and murderers, because pro wrestling's about honor, damn it. Oh, and by the way, they hired that guy anyway.
Oh, wait 1 minute, Zane. Aren't you forgetting someone? Perhaps a certain Spartan Swinger.
Oh wow, hey, you're Brian Danovich. You're the guy who tore his pec muscle while bench pressing during the auditions, yet you managed to work through the pain when doing the obstacle course.
Oh, yes, the pain. I tore my bicep as well with my pec. However, Vince McMahon himself and Johnny Ace, who happened to be there, were so impressed with my heart, my passion, and my desire that they gave me a developmental contract right there on the spot.
I remember that. That was a really cool story. So whatever came of it?
Well, it didn't quite turn out the way I'd hoped. I mean, I got hurt a lot, unfortunately. I wound up tearing my shoulder. Then I broke my foot and my ankle. So WWE basically just kept paying for surgeries and rehabilitation, so they thought it was best to release me, but said I could come back whenever I'm healed.
Really? Man, that sucks. Well, hey, it's good to have you on the show here, Swinger. Do you mind sticking around?
Why, yes, it would be an honor to join you right here on Wrestling with Regret. You know, Brian, I happen to be a big fan of yours. I watch your show daily. Let me just pull up a chair. Ah! Oh, no! Okay, all right, no. I got it. Don't panic. Oh, ugh. All right, let's do it, Z-Man.
Ooh, okay, man. You better ice that up, man. We'll get back to you later. At last, the 8 finalists were revealed. Chris Naraki, Daniel Rodheimer, Brian Reeves, Mike Mizanin, Daniel Puder, Justice Smith, Nick Mitchell, and John Meyer. Oh, never mind, that guy quit the minute he started taking bumps. So the seven finalists were there. Virtually every one of the cast was tall and jacked, aka John Laurinaitis' wet dream. How Mizanin and Puder made it on the cast is beyond me. Each of these guys had their own unique quirks or characteristics. For example, Nick was the goofy dancing guy, Mike had been on the real world, Rodheimer did Who Gives a Shit, and Ryan loved to eat.
He eats forever.
The way he eats is just amazing because he just keeps pouring in his, and he gets out of breath.
Now, maybe I'm crazy here, hear me out, but I wonder if there's any potential in a guy like that. Would people like Ryan, this self-proclaimed silver back, constantly asking to be fed more? You know, I just don't see it getting over. Then there's Daniel Puder, undoubtedly the best pure athlete on the cast, who, along with everyone else on the show, kept calling himself an ultimate fighter.
So I've been doing ultimate fighting.
You're the UFC guy, huh?
Daniel Puder, a cage fighter from an Ultimate Fighting Championship. I'm an ultimate fighter, what?
Which was very impressive, except he never actually fought for the UFC. Ah, the good old days when people didn't really have a word for mixed martial arts yet. It made me laugh every time they called him an ultimate fighter. It'd be like if an indie wrestler said they were working for WWE. It's just as ludicrous. In their first appearance on SmackDown, the boys are read the Riot Act by Big Show in a very strange, sort of shoot, sort of staged kind of display.
Everybody in this locker room has paid their dues to be here. You clowns haven't.
Absolutely, Big Show definitely paid his dues to be there, like when he beat Hulk Hogan for the WCW Championship in his first match. For the next couple of months, our boys would endure a series of competitions on SmackDown, but if you think any of it would involve actual wrestling, well, you're forgetting which company you're watching here. No, all fans got to see were the guys no-selling Big Show body slams, a game of capture the flag against the Bashams, making out with Mae Young because horny old people are so funny, right? Arm wrestling, and a drag show.
You love bashing people. Can you bash this?
After all these inane competitions were played out, fans were asked to go online and vote for their favorite guy to keep them from being eliminated.
That's right, Z-Man.
Oh, hey there, Brian.
I think the online voting was a great concept. I mean, after all, it's the fans who pay the wrestlers' salaries and pay to see the wrestlers they want. Why not vote for whoever they wanted to win this competition?
I don't know. Wrestling fans can be kind of fickle. I wouldn't trust them with that kind of power. Plus, this is back in the day before touchscreen smartphones and fast internet were widely available, so I can't imagine the voting process was very easy.
Oh, come on now, Z-Man. The voting process was so easy. All you had to do was boot up your computer, grab the proper reading glasses like I'm about to here, you get your keyboard, and all you do is type cramp! .com, and that's it.
Jeez, rub some dirt on that one, Swinger. Now here's my biggest problem with these dumb in-ring segments. Aside from the fact that the winners didn't gain anything like immunity or something sensible, they gave fans absolutely nothing to work with when it came to voting. Because of the format of these segments, the viewers never got to see these potential wrestlers do anything that resembled actual wrestling. The men had so little screen time, you barely got to see anything beyond the bare minimum of their personalities. Their lame personalities.
Yo, Big Show, come out and play!
Now, if you happen to watch the official DVD of the $1 Million Tough Enough, you got all kinds of insight into the competitors, like who they were, where they came from, what their dreams and their goals and aspirations were. It's a shame this came out after the competition was over. The DVD did a great job of letting fans look into the lives of the finalists. Just watching Mike's segment, you could tell just how passionate he is about wrestling and how badly he wanted the opportunity. Chris Naraki was by far the least interesting of the bunch on SmackDown, but in his interview on the DVD, he actually had a humorous, creative side. But you never got that with these segments on SmackDown. It was just, here's these goofy dudes making fools of themselves in the ring, now go and vote. It was the complete opposite of the first 3 seasons of Tough Enough. It was a passive viewing experience, but it was a much better product. There were some challenges, but not goofy ones like making out with old ladies. You got to see the finalists progress in the ring and grow as individuals, and the coaches ultimately got the final say as to who got cut. But on the $1 Million Tough Enough, you had no idea if these guys were any good in the ring, or if they had any attitude problems, or any kind of charisma. Fans saw none of that on SmackDown, yet it was up to them to help pick the next potential superstar? The most infamous, and therefore most interesting part of the whole debacle came in week 2, when Kurt Angle had the contestants see who could do the most squat thrusts, after spending 3 minutes telling them to shut up.
Shut your mouth. Shut your freaking mouth, too. Shut up! Keep your mouth shut.
Damn, I'm not even there, and he makes me want to shut up.
I shot Joe with a tranquilizer and shaved his freaking head. That's tough.
Okay, and that's the list of things I need to talk about later. Naraki won the squat thrust competition, earned the right to face Kurt Angle in an impromptu amateur match immediately afterward. It was safe to say he got rocked. Sorry. But Angle wasn't done and challenged Mr. UFC Daniel Puder to a match. In a surprising twist, Puder damn near broke Angle's arm in a Kimura lock before the referee was forced to count his shoulders down, saving one of the company's biggest stars from looking like an idiot. Angle talked some more smack as if his career didn't just flash before his eyes, and that was the end of that. I'll talk more about this moment in a while, but for now let's just move on. After a few weeks, the eliminations started coming, and Nick Mitchell was the first one gone. Too bad for him, but hey, at least he left with his dignity intact.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, hey Swinger, you sure you're okay?
Totally, man. I never felt better. You know, let me tell you something. That Nick was nothing but an amateur.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think he turned out okay as time went on.
No. I'm not talking about wrestling. Did you see those jeans? He didn't even get a good cut on those. Let me show you how it's done.
Swinger, put the scissors down. After 4 more weeks of eliminations, it was down to the not UFC guy and the closest thing WWE had to a mainstream celebrity. Mizanin got his butt handed to him on an inflatable jousting platform because I guess the company wasn't able to rent a mechanical bull or that one bungee run gimmick on such short notice. The final competition took place at the Armageddon pay-per-view when Puder and Mizanin squared off in a boxing match, the first actual athletic competition between the finalists. Mizanin was actually able to hold his own, but he ultimately lost to the Ultimate Fighter. But hey, that doesn't mean anything. Just because Mizanin lost the last 2 contests doesn't mean he's going to lose the fan vote. I'm kidding, of course he lost the fan vote. Yes, folks, blonde Freddie Prinze won the whole enchilada. And what was his prize? Well, for starters, getting his ass kicked in the Royal Rumble match, but not before they turned him heel.
Wait, whoa, hold on, whoa. I must have misheard you, Zane. Did you say they turned Daniel Puder heel?
Yeah, you heard right. I mean, just a couple of weeks after he won the whole thing, they turned Puder heel in a backstage segment. Take a look.
You know, the best part is when you were talking to your boyfriend on the phone, and you were trying to get him to stay with you after you cheated on him.
So Daniel Puder won a popularity contest voted by the fans, and WWE turned him heel?
Yep.
But that's stupid. The fans, they're the ones that voted for Daniel Puder over that J. Brown Mizanin. So what did WWE do? They went and made him a bad guy who couldn't act?
Well, to be fair, the bad acting probably would have been the same, face or heel.
That has to be one of the stupidest, most moronic things they've ever done. I mean, what a giant waste of time. Oh, this makes me so mad and angry. I just want to hurt something.
Well, for the love of God, just don't let it be yourself.
Too late. I hurt my knee.
After the Rumble, Puder was never seen on WWE TV again, working down an OVW before they fired him less than a year after winning the competition that ate up so many hours of TV time. At least the winner of the Diva Search went on to fight at WrestleMania. Oh yeah, and the $1 million the company spent so much time talking about during this competition, I guess they forgot to tell people about the fine print.
I didn't win $1 million. It was a $250,000 deal, actually.
Really?
Per year. So.
I thought it was a 1 year, like, if you win it, you get $1 million or something like that.
It would have been great.
Here's the thing, the whole competition was stupid, but it's not like they didn't have the opportunity to make something good out of it. I mean, after Puder's encounter with Kurt Angle, maybe they could have had a storyline where Angle takes Puder under his wing, or they have a mini feud right after Puder wins the competition. Something, anything would have been better than what they did, which was nothing. But the $1 million Tough Enough wasn't a total waste, as many of the people involved actually went on to have careers with WWE. Nick Mitchell became the butt-scooting member of the Spirit Squad and was a tag team champion. Ryan went on to become Skip Sheffield and later Ryback, winning the IC title last year. And of course, runner-up Mike Mizanin became The Miz, winning a ton of championships and was even the WWE champion. Oh my god, this is the most successful season of Tough Enough by default. That's it, just burn it. Burn Tough Enough to the ground. No more reboots, no more auditions, no more eliminations, none of it. Because if the $1 million dumpster fire is the best the company had to offer, you might as well just call it a day. Can you think of a bigger waste of time in WWE history? Let me know in the comment section below. Be sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to Wrestling with Regret, and buy the t-shirts at ProWrestlingTees.com. I'm Brian Zane and I...
Hey Zane, did you say we should burn Tough Enough to the ground? I got the matches.
Eep.
The man who in Lithuania has them going insania. In the East Coast, they love me the most. In the West, they know I'm the best. Hey, it's Wrestling with Regret. Meet Swing Time, Daddy-O.